Hello, everyone. Before we get started today, I wanted to let you know, especially if you are one of my loyal listeners that is looking for a little bit more, I've created a paid subscription option for the podcast for 99 pence per month. On top of this being ad-free and just purely being the essence of the episodes, I will be doing bonus episodes, some personal update episodes, and we'll also include any information, invites into any virtual workshops or online things that I do in the future. So if you fancy it, check out the show notes below with the link and enjoy the show. Hello everyone. Today's episode is sponsored by Athletic Greens. Athletic Greens has a product I use literally every day. I started taking AG1 because I was struggling to fit in time for my health. I wanted to improve my energy levels and look after my health in the long term. So what is this stuff? With one scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food-sourced superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging. All the things. Now, I take AG1 first thing in the morning. It gives me that fresh feeling. It gives me that energy to set me up for the day. And it's really simple to consume. It gives me the peace of mind that I'm looking after my immune system and my health every day, and really convenient to fit into your lifestyle. I can take it first thing in the morning. I can take it once I arrive at work or when I'm traveling. It supports a busy lifestyle where it's really easy to consume. It supports my sleep quality and my recovery, as well as helping me keep good focus and have mental clarity around other projects like this podcast. And AG1 is a small micro habit with big benefits, just like some of the other things I talk about on this podcast. It's one small thing that you can do every single day to take great care of yourself. And Athletic Greens has over 7,000 five-star reviews and is trusted by leading health experts such as Tim Ferriss and Michael Gervais. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/emerging. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/emerging to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Self-Improvement Project. I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a nice week. We're currently going through the transition and change of the seasons here in Scotland into autumn, which I feel like I quite like. It's a good moment for reflection, it's a good moment for gratitude, and a good moment to look forward and think, what can I achieve in this last part of the year? Today's episode, I want to discuss helping others over helping yourself. Now, I've done episodes on both before. There is times and places when you need to hear one or the other, and this is just one of those examples. So This episode is going to be talking about why we should help others over helping ourselves, first of all. But if you feel like you're in a place where you need to focus on yourself and help yourself first, then there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That is something that in a certain moment you do need as well. So, when we think about ourselves as individuals, a lot of what life tells us nowadays is about how we can get ahead, what we should be doing to get ourselves ahead. There's an element of selfishness to it. I like to think of it as positive selfishness. There's an importance in the singular, in ourselves, and prioritizing that. Something I heard recently was, why is there such a big self-help section when it comes to literature and content, but there's very little in the help others sections? Or even if that exists at all. This idea of helping others might seem quite virtuous. It might seem more related to morality and values, yet we can sometimes lose sight of what it is, the impact that it has, and what we can do as an individual impact-wise on those that we help. There's obviously these pros to it as well that I'll discuss a little bit more, but there's an element of when we help others, it helps ourselves as well. Like I'm saying here, that helping others can have an amazing effect on our own lives. There's always going to be this existing battle between what's more important or what's more beneficial. Is it helping ourselves or is it helping others? But I like to always think of the idea of how we can only do so much by ourselves. When we either work together or help each other, we can achieve so much more. Justification for when you need to prioritize helping others just comes through the impact that you can have as an individual through helping many others. That is reason within itself to implement it. Now, why don't we help others as much as possible? There's a number of reasons. We can find it quite daunting to put ourselves out there in the hope that it helps other people. We sometimes doubt our ability to offer help, the impact of it. Sometimes there's this altruistic exhaustion of almost not filling up our own cup enough, but pouring it out for everybody else. We can sometimes feel taken advantage of if it's not reciprocated or not appreciated enough. And this is where, as I said at the start, balance is so key when discussing this topic. However, there's times where our priorities do still need to shift to others first, then onto ourselves. Let's think of life from a humanity perspective. In the grand scheme of things, life has never been better. Quality of life, opportunity in life, and it's only going to increase. Yet, we're at a stage of self-sabotage through complacency and through comfort. We're not stimulated nor trained enough because there's too much opportunity. The quality of life is perhaps too good, and by not putting ourselves through this pain or discomfort, we end up not living these truly fulfilling lives. And one way to overcome this, to an extent, is through altruism and helping other people. So perhaps there's a conversation here around, if you feel like you're looking after yourself, everything that this podcast embodies, if there's an element of an itch or a wee bit too much comfort, then you're now at the stage where you can help others. You're now at the stage where the work that you've done on yourself has been so positive that you must use it beyond yourself. I think it's important to acknowledge here as well that there will never be a perfect time to use it or to help others. It may be an opportunity that arises in an instant. But the true and meaningful act of looking after others who matter to you will never come at a moment where it's not important. A simple message or taking some time to spend with someone. Based on all of those implications I talked about being scary or being exhausted or being taken advantage of. These small acts can have a bigger impact than you think. Something important that I mentioned there is it's not about helping everyone. It's about helping those who matter to you. The impact you can have on their lives. Life is too short to try and impact on everybody in a positive way. And for those who matter to you, your close circle, your friends, your family, whoever, a lot of the time it's just listening. Giving people who matter to you the space to talk. There's never a time you should feel obligated to give advice. There's times where everything just comes down to belonging. Feeling important, feeling listened to, feeling loved. When we feel like we belong to something, it makes our self-worth increase. I guess a question for you today could be, how could you help someone feel like they belong a wee bit more? This is not an episode about becoming a hero. Your role in life is not to be a hero. It's to live a fulfilling life. It's to live a life of good quality and to look after yourself. And just by these small acts, you can have a big impact on helping everybody else. You don't need to save people to make them feel better. Like I said, you sometimes just need to give them space. I like to think a lot of the time it's just behaving in a certain way can have a ripple effect. If you behave in a certain way in front of people, it comforts and reassures them that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to show that kindness. You're behaving in a manner that is truly aligned with oneself, and that is only going to encourage others to do the same. There's almost this silent permission that you're giving to everybody that you know. You're encouraging it. You're encouraging people to embody themselves. This is something that cannot be said verbally. By behaving and acting in a self-assured manner, it can be more beneficial to those that witness it than telling someone to be self-assured about themselves. It's like telling someone to be confident. So I hope that there's a few things that you can take away from today. That if you need to hear around how you can utilize helping others more so, rather than helping yourself, which by the stage of listening to this episode and the 150 others that exist, you've probably got a small idea of what I mean by that. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree, what you would add. Is there anything I've missed? But otherwise, enjoy implementing this truly wonderful thing of helping others more so in your life. And I will see you all next time. Cheers. Hey guys, me again. I hope you enjoyed that episode. And if you're not ready for the Becoming Unstuck in 30 Days self-led course quite yet, why don't you try my free ebook I created? 5 simple steps to improve yourself and your life. I made this during the very first lockdown of the pandemic in the early days of the Self-Improvement Project. It's a quick go-to when you're feeling unsure what to work on when improving yourself or your lifestyle. And the great starting point if you're trying to figure out how to live a more fulfilling and simple life. The link for this will be in the show notes for you. Have a good one.